Hey everybody, Cowboy here. We talk about stop hunting today, which is a way that even a good trade can get stopped out. If you stick around after the video clip, you can see more about who we are and what we do, or you can even just use the data at the bottom of the screen, the website, or the QR code to find us. For now, enjoy the show. The market was pushed into your stop loss, and that's an expected thing. It happens during the news. That's why I don't trade news, because this is a typical scenario where price is supposed to go down. In the end, it goes down, but first it gets pushed into your stop loss. Why does that happen? Well, because the big money, Forex is the biggest market out there, and this is going to happen whether you're in stocks, whether you're in crypto, doesn't matter. They can see where everybody's stop losses are, right? They have access to exchange data, level, infinity quotes. I mean, because there's level 1 quotes, level 2 quotes, there's all that stuff. Well, they have such access. They know where everybody's stops are. We have that in crypto. We do have that kind of access in cryptocurrency. We talk about it all the time. But in this case, they have even deeper access than that. And so they're going to push price into everybody's stop loss to liquidate them, because that's a way for them to make money. The exchanges make money. They make fees. People will have their short positions all the way up here. So price will get pushed through here. These stop losses will push price up even higher, doing the work for them, because the stop loss in this case is just a buy order. And then they'll have their sell orders up top here. It's all games. And this is called a stop run. Okay. Well, I got stop ran last night and it doesn't feel good. But let me show you what happened. So I had a good trade lined up. It was the perfect trade because my algo said it was the perfect trade. And, I'm pretty good at what I do. And so the way it went was I had gone long on this yesterday, and my algo said get out, so I got out at a pretty small loss. Everybody knew about it. I told our group. And let me do a little replay action here. We're going to go back in time. I'm going to use a function that's the replay function. We teach you at algofactory.tech over on our website. We teach you how to use the replay function. You can see the QR code on the screen if you want to learn any of the stuff we do. Just go ahead and zap that QR code with your phone, or go to the website. It's on there, algofactory.tech, right? So over at that website, that's where we, like I say, we teach all this stuff. But I'm going to go back in time, and I entered the trade, I'd say here. I think maybe even, I thought it's about right based on the time. It was about 11:55 my time. Right? And all my metrics said that price would head down, right? So the trade looks something like this. I'm going to stop above recent structure, kind of like right there. And my price went down, say, my trade was like that. Looks about right. Now here's what happened. I'm like, okay, this is a good looking trade. And I'd have to measure. I think my stop actually might have been here. Whatever it was down. It was, and it would have taken profit. I actually had two different stops. I think one of my stops was like here. One of them might have been down here, something like that. Whatever happened, watch what happens when I hit play. And, because we're going back in time now. So I'm going to actually show you how it played out. My stop loss was up here. All my info said price was going to go down. Well, we're going to do this one candle at a time. Looking good, in profit. Oh yeah, it's going to be a good trade. Okay, it's good. Maybe, it's kind of taking a minute. I have to deal with a pullback, but that's okay. That's what stop losses are for. Bam! Look at that. Look at that nasty wick. I walked away to go I'm in my trade. Okay, I'll walk away. And it did a nasty wick up. Let me undo that. A nasty wick up like this. You see that? That's unnatural. That was a banker motherfucker move. But that's trading. Because they know, like everybody else, stop losses go above structure. And my stop losses are such that I don't need to use an ATR. I can be pretty tight above structure. When my algo says go, I can have some really good risk to reward ratio, because the only time I tend to get stopped out is shit like this. But this happens. And then watch what happens after they do their stop runs. They push price through, right? right there. And in the middle of a very liquid time, of course, the London Open. I mean, this is happening at 12:45. It's right after London Open. It is the end of August, which is an illiquid time. I did once make a rule never to trade on the last day of the month, but I didn't follow that rule. So perhaps we could kind of chalk this up to never trade on the last day of the month, which is today. We could chalk up to that, but look what happened to the price after this. I'm gonna zoom this so we can see how deep it goes. Look at that, right into targets. Now that's frustrating. That's very frustrating. Okay, but that's trading. So understand, like that's a win and trade for me, except that they knocked me out of my stop. They took it a red CUNT hair right above my stop, and then pushed into profit like that. That was I had a fair amount of money on that. Like that would have been a car payment for me. So whatever. I look at the risk to reward ratio though. Let's say I put $1,000 on this, right? Well, I would have made almost 3,000. Well, I would have taken some profit here. So I would have made probably like 2,700, $25 if I had put $1,000 on it, right? I'm not saying that's what I did. I'm saying if I did, or let's say you put $100, then you might have won about $2,700. I'm sorry, $260, $270 like that. But stop runs happen, and it doesn't matter how good your algo is. My algo says I can have stops this tight. That's what it says. That's how that is. When my back testing, I know if I have stops that are that tight, to a statistical degree of probability, I'm going to win my trades. But these are the ones I lose, ones that happen like this. So there you go. This happens. Obviously, I had the right trade. Obviously, I knew the movement was right. It's just that, price did not go my way. I did notice kind of some clues on how that was. I had clues as to why it might have gone that way. Like algorithmically, I saw some weakness in the trade, but it was there. The rules were met. And I didn't go overboard. I didn't put too much money on it either. So that's that though. That's what happened. Those are stop runs. And it doesn't matter how good a trader you are, it's going to happen. And let me tell you something on the psychological side of things. You could be trading, you could have a well-tested method. You could be trading for, 10 years and you're winning 65, 70% of your trades, and your risk to reward is like this. So even when you do lose, you're not losing as much, and you're a profitable trader. I mean, this happens. And why is this not getting out of review mode? Exit. Thank you. But yeah, and let me tell you, it'll happen like 5 times in a row. You'll lose. You'll be a great trader, and you lose several in a row, and it's going to shake you. It's going to shake you psychologically. You spent months, weeks or months back testing, 200 back tests. You spent hours and hours at the screen, whatever 20 hours it is. I don't know how long it takes for each person, but maybe you spent another several weeks forward testing and a smaller, entry size just to be safe. And then you're full time, and you've been trading for 2 months, and your algo's working as expected. Your numbers are pretty much matching your expectation based on live and back testing. And all of a sudden you lose 4 in a row, and it's going to shake you. You can be like, damn, dude, am I, does God hate me? Like, you start going through all kinds of stuff, emotionally, like, and all it is just bad luck. It comes down to, like, you're rolling the dice. There is a gambling component to this. But that if you roll the dice enough times, over time, the probability of rolling a 7 is X, right? And if you can manage your risk to where your probabilities are going to make a profitable scenario, then you're good to go. So that's the story here. That's the point. Trades like this happen. And if you have back tested, and if you understand trading psychology, and if you have studied it, which we do teach over at algofactory.tech, you will be good here. So we are live every weekday, 8:30 AM EST, giving out free content. Come check us out on YouTube. Come talk to us. Go over to the website. That's www.algofactory.tech. Again, www.algofactory.tech. And for a limited time promotional offer, we are Giving up memberships at $49.99 a month. There's a ton that we're offering over there. Come see what that's about. Also, you can see our Twitter link. All the links are up on YouTube. Come talk to us on social media. See us on the live YouTube videos. We hope to see you soon.